Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 360 video, specifically the Gear 360 that was released earlier this year. It's basically the evolution of the Gear 360 from last year that Samsung put out, but I found that I also learned a little bit from the LG 360, the one that I've been using for about a year now, and they shrunk the size, made it a little bit more pocketable and easier to use. So I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys an unboxing and setup of the Gear 360 2017 with my S8 Plus. I want to say thank you very much to Verizon for allowing me to check out the Gear 360. I'll give you guys all the information in the description below. Let's not waste any time. Let's check out the Gear 360 2017 edition. Looking over the box, Gear 360 made by Samsung. As far as the information that we get on the back, it just lists that the compatibility kind of has a limit. It only goes back as far as the S6. So the S6, S6 Plus, the Note 5, the S7 Edge, the S7. If you happen to have a Note 7 refurbished this year, this will also be compatible with it. They don't list it here because it's not officially released yet. The S8 and the S8 Plus of this year. And this will not work with any Android device, so just be aware it has to have a Samsung device to work. Opening up the box, you're greeted directly with the Gear 360 camera. It's centered, it's much smaller. Interesting. It's a little bit top heavy, just be aware. The cameras, obviously with the lenses, all the optics are on top, so it's a little bit top heavy, but definitely feels very good. Let's put this real quick on the side. Instruction manual, just 360. We have a USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable. It looks like we get a pouch, which let's go ahead and check it out. So we have a carrying case, I guess, which is really nice. That's something that you want to always be aware of when you're transporting this. Okay, so it's a very nice, not only just pouch, it's very thick. So very nice, good padding. Fits inside, pull it up. And now you have it in a pill shape, which is interesting. Last but not least, let's double check here. We also have a lanyard. And I'm surprised there's no, nope. Okay, so they do provide the cable to charge, but no wall charger. So it looks like these are the only two options that you get. Now there is a lanyard option here, so you can definitely put this in. Looking over the optics, we have two cameras set up right here. Looks like we have a microphone and a speaker here. The capabilities of the camera here have been upgraded. It's up to 4K, so we're able to record 4K 360 video, and the audio, from what I understand, is supposed to also be improved. The front of the camera houses a small LED screen, which gives us the information when it's pairing, information also about the SD card, how many pictures we have left. We have the shutter release, the record button, so you can take videos with this. You can also control it with the app on your device. On the left side, we have a USB Type-C connector, which gives us the ability to charge this and do data transfer to our PC. We have somewhat of a SIM slot, SIM tray option here. I installed one of my memory card in here, and essentially you just put it in, make sure it's formatted correctly, push it in, make sure it's flush, and it's pretty standard. You should be able to use your nails to take that out. Now, even though this kind of looks like the front, or what should be the front, this is the back camera, so this is going to be facing away from you. So when you're holding the camera, you're always going to be holding it like this, so you're able to initiate the video. So just keep it in mind. The other thing that we have here is on top, we have two LEDs indicating the light for recording. So whenever you're looking at it, you're always going to know if you're recording or not with the LEDs. Last but not least, on the left side, we have Bluetooth pairing and menu, as well as power and back. So to use the interface, this is what we're going to be using with this display. You'll be able to use them here. You don't have to have it connected to your device to be able to record video, but you do need the device to be able to transfer the video over on a mobile device. So it only currently works with Samsung devices, so that's one of the limitations. This is what we had last year from LG. This is the LG 360. Compatibility-wise, as far as the devices, as long as you're able to install the LG 360 cam on any Android device, you should be able to use it. Now this one has one microphone, three microphones for 5.1 surround sound. The resolution on this was capped at 2.7K, so we didn't have really 4K recording on this, but we do have it on this one. We do have obviously a display here where we don't have it, and this one does come with a hard shell case. So this was, I think, one of the main benefits with the 360 cam from LG, is that it actually kind of worked like a selfie stick that came with the casing of it. And the casing that comes with it is a hard plastic, which means you can bang it, it's not going to have any problems. This was also part of the LG with Friends option. Has not been updated this year, so what we're looking at essentially is the best that LG has at this point from a 360 camera. Last but not least, which I didn't get a chance to show you guys on the top, the 360 here has a 3.5mm, it has a tripod mount option on the left, as well as the LG 360. So that's something that's very nice. The LG 360 houses the USB Type-C connector with the micro USB cable option here on the inside under a flap. So it's protected slightly, but I think overall they're very much very nice form factor, similar in size. although the Gear 360 is definitely heavier, top heavy, because where the optics and everything is set up, where I feel like the LG 360 is nicely balanced and it's easy to use and much lighter as far as total weight. Powering on, we just go back on the back button, press and hold. We have the light, and then you'll notice this, hold on, let me just show you guys here. The two LEDs turn on. Sorry, the white balancing here is kicking it off. Now, what we're looking at here, it says it's Bluetooth. It did pair directly to my device. It has HDR turned on. I can put up to 21,000 pictures if I want to take those. And then, of course, it has 71% battery. So we can see the battery percentage. We can see that it's connected via Bluetooth. We heard that chirp, that little bubbling chirp, telling us that we are connected. So it's ready to be paired and used. So Bluetooth turned on. That's the light. Let's show you guys right here. So you know that it's paired. I wanted to show you guys, if you have to use the camera itself without using it directly as with the device, you're able to change by clicking the menu option. You'll notice it changes from photo, time-lapse, video looping, as well as the HDR. These are the same modes we saw on our Samsung device. And of course into settings, and then go back into video. Whatever you leave it on will be the format that it stays. And then you can use the shutter release. On your Samsung device, download the Gear 360 application off the Play Store and then connect it. It connects via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi direct initially so that it does fast data transfer. The menu is very simple. You have camera, gallery, as well as live broadcast and with settings. Going into the settings, we have the ability of changing the sound and LED options. Auto power off after 5 minutes. Percentage on the battery tells you that it's 70% not charging. Storage, it reads up to my SD card, which is a 64 gig card, empty at this point, at 59.8 gigabytes for free. Reset and format. This is where you'll also be able to check for firmware. It is running the latest version. Camera settings, you can go in there and change. So photo size, dual lens, we are going to 15 megabytes. As far as single lens, we are at 3 megabytes. And then, of course, common, which is timer, ISO sensitivity, we are able to only go up to 1600 and then as low as 400. And then sharpness, you can actually set the sharpness depending on when you're in there. Reduce noise, wind noise, you can turn that on if you are having issues with the location you are. And location tags if you want to geotag your access information there. Gallery settings, tilt corrections, which is something that you want to be able to use when you're watching the video. It'll adjust for the tilt, so if your hand twists over, the video will adjust itself. And then, of course, it says storage location, internal storage. Last but not least, About just gives you the version of the application, which is 1.0.00-2, which is the latest version. This is the app on the device, on your Samsung device, not the actual 360 camera. And then, of course, we have the ability of doing live broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, and Samsung VR. And I think this is a very functional way because it broadcasts directly in 360 to YouTube as well as Facebook Live. So very, very cool. We can definitely check those out. Going into the gallery, as I said, there's nothing in it right now. So it's going to load the gallery. It's going to say Gear 360 and my phone. So you'll be able to use this to transfer your pictures. We'll take a couple of pictures when we're in there. Let's go ahead and open up the camera. So it starts off with the spherical view, which is what we normally would see at 360 video. Now I can pan, I can change, you can see, how you guys doing? And then of course I can switch over to the back and then I can keep doing a 360 spin. It goes up and of course it comes down and it does kind of crop itself out of the picture, which is something that you want to be aware of. You can change 3 different views. You can go front. Now it's going to tilt directly to me and then you're going to see me there. Here it is. It's using it basically, it turns it into a normal camera, a front-facing camera. You can go backward, switch it over, and I can turn it around. And of course, I can just do a round spin, and it'll just keep working. And of course, we can go back to 360 view. It resets and it defaults itself directly to the last view you were in. So if you were facing back and you go to 360, it's going to keep that view. Last but not least, we can go from 360 view to rounded view, which is like the whole small earth kind of thing. It looks really very interesting. Of course, we have the stretch, which gives us the ability to fill the screen and it makes it more functional that way. So yeah, let's see. Can I make my bag? Yeah, that's not a good one. Last but not least, we have dual view, which gives us the ability to see in the front and the back. And of course, panoramic, which just stitches everything. I think realistically, the best one you want to look at is stretched or the 360 view. Going into the settings, pretty much what we were looking at before. This is where we have it. We have different modes. We have video mode, photo mode, time-lapse, which is really nice. Video looping, so you can create a loop going on. And then we have HDR landscape setup. So it has some high dynamic range processing here to give us better color representation. I went ahead and took a picture. Just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. It's obviously a process of 360 pictures, so it's going to transfer it to my device, so I'm able to see it. And you can see it took a 360 picture. I'm looking at it. We waited. It took an extra second for it to take the picture, but I can definitely see it here, go down, and I can definitely go in and just share it directly from here. I can go motion view 360 and I can save it. So I'll go ahead and save it. It transfers the image. It is using Wi-Fi direct, so the transfer rate is going to be very, very fast, and you're going to be very happy with the way this performs. Now let's switch over from the mode, because I was in picture mode right here. We're going to switch over to video mode. So video mode right there, and we should be able to initiate a video. So I just shot a quick 360 video and we'll be posting that separately. Let's go ahead and look real quick at it. It's gonna try to stream it off the memory card from the camera, so I'll see if it gives me the ability. So here you go, you'll notice. Video started right here. This is gonna be the sample video I'm gonna be posting to YouTube as a separate video. So you could see it actually did take the picture very, very well, and you can go further down and play. Going to keep. Now what it's doing right now, it's viewing it straight from the back. So you'll notice I can skip through. I can actually switch even if I pause the video, and then you can turn around. You can see exactly where things are. You can see the picture of the dual monitors I'm going to be talking about. So, and I look forward to this video. I'm going to make sure that there's a link in the description of this video linking to that one. So setup was pretty simple. The camera itself functions very well. I think it's a definite improvement from what we had last year as far as just form factor and functionality, and I think it works very well. I like the fact that it's actually small enough that it can fit in your hand, that they do provide us with a case that will protect the optics for you, and it also has a tripod mount at the bottom, so you can mount this on a selfie stick, put it in a position to be able to just take either time-lapse video, HDR quality video, normal pictures, even 360 pictures, which is very nice. And you can also do live broadcasting from this directly to YouTube or to Facebook. So built in out of the box, when you get it in, it should be pretty simple. Installing the 360 camera app on your device is going to be limited to Samsung devices. That's about one of the only limitations. You can definitely download the content off of this to your PC and edit it with your software. I think Premiere Pro, a lot of the newer version of the editing software now do support 360 video natively. You no longer have to worry about editing tags and special instructions. You just import the video, edit it, export it as a 360 video, post it to YouTube, and just give it enough time once you post it to YouTube for it to turn into 360 video. The initial video comes on, it looks like it's a stretch view of your camera, but it's because YouTube hasn't processed the video and hasn't turned on the tags to just say that this is a 360 video, and then, you know, share it with the world. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. There's going to be more footage coming out from the Gear 360. I also want to put out a video closer to the 4th of July, since it's about a week from now, and I will be able to basically share with you guys how to experience some of the just great, you know, things like that. Other than that, I want to say thank you very much to Verizon for allowing me to check out the Gear 360. Again, links in the description below for all the information where to be able to pick it up. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.